Hello there, my name is Maya. It's very nice to meet you. I don't usually talk about things on the internet because my dad told me stranger danger when I was younger and I took that to heart. But also because I just like talking about stupid things and this video is no exception. Like don't expect anything not stupid coming from this video. I'm just talking about a sweaty stinky soccer player man from Blue Lock. Which speaking of, I'm going to try not to get into spoiler territory for it, which is going to be pretty easy because all I know about this rat tail man is from panels I've seen on Pinterest and his wiki, slander, Michael Kaiser. I think many people have mixed feelings about him, and mostly because very he's very arrogant and just overall kind of a piece of
Terrible person.
in my last sketchbook that I finished, I had 2 pages dedicated to him, to Kaiser, and it's not because I like him or anything, but because my sketchbook was too positive and I needed some negativity to bring the mood down. And uh, Kaiser was my victim. Where did all this hate come from, though, you may be wondering? Or not, but either way, I'm gonna tell you. After you guess. If you said because I heard someone say Michael Kaiser is the GOAT, and I just decided to be a punk and say, nah, that guy sucks, then you were right. Good job. I'm proud of you. Ever since that event took place where I just decided to be a punk, I was just an official Michael Kaiser hater. And I swear it became my personality for a few months. I even wrote about how much I hated him on my Discord bio just so everyone knows I did not like him. I talked the talk and I had to walk the walk. Eventually, it became a real, like an actual hate for the man. And so I just had to stop thinking about him because he made me mad. Take, for example, on Pinterest, when I would see Kaiser pins, I would have to hide or dislike them just out of pure hate for his character. In Minecraft, I had a hit list, and if you can see here, he's on there twice. Yeah, and then his partner in crime, Ness, but we're just gonna scribble that up because Ness doesn't deserve to be up there. My motto was live, laugh, hate Kaiser. Once upon a time, I told my cousin, OMG, Kuya, I have a way to remember negative feedback in homeostasis. And he went, OMG, how? And I told him, Michael Kaiser, an imbalance in the world, right? Right. You following, Kuya? To achieve balance in the world, you have to hit Michael Kaiser with a truck. An imbalance and a response to the imbalance. On YouTube, I used to see these polls, and it was like you can only keep one, but Blue Lock Edition. And every time I saw Kaiser, I just insta clicked the one below it because I did not want to vote Kaiser. I wanted him to lose, praying for his downfall. I was. I didn't even know the character half the time. I just knew they weren't Kaiser, and that's all that mattered. Going back to the Minecraft thing, I used to I used to have trophies in my survival world because I was a hater. I rewarded myself for being a hater, and trophies were for being an official Michael Kaiser hate club member, and then being the biggest Michael Kaiser hater. I was the hater. I showed my cousin's friends these trophies, and they didn't get it because they didn't read or Blue Lock, and so I had to introduce them to his character. And I told him he was a clown rat. They were troopers for listening to me ramble for forever. Before then, the only people who had heard my crazy rambling was my dad and my window. And the window because I would fake stream in my room and scroll through Pinterest and talk for hours about how much I hated Kaiser. Yeah, and then my dad just would walk in on it as I fake gagged every time I saw his crusty, musty face. You may be wondering, why am I exposing myself like this? Why am I exposing myself for the hater I am? And don't worry, I'll tell you why. So, a few nights ago, I had a dream. You know who was in it? This blue haired rat clown man. It sounds a little okay. When I tell you this, it sounds fan fictiony, but I swear this is what I dreamt. Let me set the scene. My house, there's cars outside the house, and we had to go to this event, and I was dressed all fancy and looked bougie and expensive. I had this big deal with my earrings. If there's anything I remembered from these dreams, it was that Kaiser was in it, and I had this whole thing going on with my earrings. I would not stop messing with them. And for some reason, this is where it gets kind of silly. My mom had Kaiser's number. What? But the only reason he had her number was to get my number? Like, what does this sweaty, stinky man want with me? Anyways, I was taking my sweet time getting ready, and then blah 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 blah. Something happened, and blah 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 blah. And then, like, Kaiser texts me and is like, I'll see you there. And I responded back with, huh? And he was like, wait, never mind. Can you pick me up? No driver's license? I mean, I don't have one either, but I told I told him that I don't think there's enough space in the car, and I swear whoever was sitting next to me just moved over, and then there was just a fifth seat. I swear there was only four, but that seat just appeared. And then I started messing with my earrings again, and blah 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 blah, trying to accessorize more, and blah blah blah. All of a sudden, Kaiser's just there, just in my face. I think I jump scared myself in my own dream. We weren't in the car anymore. It was just my house. And I think if I were to try to make a logical timeline, it would just been after the event, but I'm pretty sure it was just a separate dream that had merged into the first dream. And then something happens and yada yada yada, but then he like called me pretty, and then we played some of like a board game or whatnot. I don't remember what game, but blah 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 blah. Okay, the end, hooray. Now, why does this matter? Hmm? I mean, it doesn't, but I like to think it does. All that work I put into hating this man was for nothing. In my dream, this rat tailed man called me pretty, and even though it never really happened, it was just enough for me to not hate on him anymore. Like, the last 6 months, I was just a hater. One dream, I did the biggest 180 just because of this dream. I I know none of this would happen, but I think it's funny to think so. Describes how I want Kaiser to get hit by a bus and burnt at the stake. Is that a new way of saying I love you? Shut up. This is from a few days after writing the basic idea for what I want to talk about in this video. And on Pinterest, I've been having too much fun saving Michael Kaiser pins, and my Pinterest has been flooded with this rodent now. It's an infestation. I don't know how to feel about this. And listen, when I call him a rodent, I mean this out of pure love for his character. Now, calling him rodent is like an inside joke between myself and I. It's like a pet name, you know? Rodent? Isn't that cutesy? Kawaii desu even? I don't know if you can tell, but I love just the tiny things and obsessing over little details. It's just fun to me. But there's still so much footage left of me drawing, and I am out of story. The only thing I can say really is Kaiser called me pretty in my dream, and now I love him. So for the time being, I'm gonna just play some music while I finish up the drawing. Hello again. We're back from the music break. If you stuck around to the end of the video, you're pretty cool. I appreciate it. I hope this video wasn't too boring. I'm not fully sure what I'm doing, but I just felt like this dream and the whole 180 switch up was a little too funny to keep in the back of my mind. Like, the way I'm so easily swayed by my dreams is kind of funny. I'm not used to recording myself talk, but my dad told me it was funny to walk into and I should record it. And so I said okay. I'm not sure if I'll ever record myself talking again, but we'll see. Side note, I hope you like my Michael Kaiser drawing. It's my first ever love-filled fan art of him, which feels kind of strange. I think this is where I want to end the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and make sure to stay hydrated. Okay, bye.